The 2017 iMac is a fine update to Apple's desktop computing platform, but suffers from a few nagging design quirks, as well as its own place amid rapidly evolving desktop design trends. Still, for Mac fans in need of an upgrade, the 21.5-inch model presents surprisingly impressive value. Say what you will about the iMac, but none can deny its impact on the technology world. It's a veritable icon, worthy of being the object of desire in films and TV on legacy and design alone, and the 2017 version of the iMac is no different. With upgraded internals and a 4K screen employing an impressive color gamut, not to mention high-quality, comfortable input devices, the 2017 iMac is well worth your consideration if shopping for an all-in-one computer. That said, discerning buyers and those up to date with current computing design trends may not have to work hard to poke a few holes in Apple's long-standing, and perhaps long-in-the-tooth, desktop design ideology. If there's one thing we absolutely admire about the new 2017 iMac models, it's their pricing, especially on the low end. Just $1,099, £1,049, AU $1,599 to start gets you a totally gorgeous all-in-one computing device with a wireless mouse and keyboard included. Of course, that's the 21.5-inch Full HD, 1920x1080 display model with an Intel Iris Plus Graphics 640 graphics chip integrated into the processor. Regardless, that's more than enough for the average user both at home and in the office. As you can see from the spec sheet, the unit we were sent for review is basically a step up in every regard, save for the hard drive, from the entry-level model, and only for another $200 at $1,299, £1,249, AU $1,899. From there, you can upgrade almost everything about the 21.5-inch iMac, from the graphics inside to the RAM capacity, and even the hard drive type to Apple's proprietary Fusion drive. Then, the 27-inch model starts at a much higher premium of $1,799, £1,749, AU $2,699, offering 5K, 5120x 2880 displays and Fusion drives across the board, not to mention far more powerful AMD Radeon Pro graphics than are available in the 21.5-inch models. These models cap out at a rough $2,299, £2,249, AU $3,449 before further configuring. These prices are rather competitive with most premium all-in-one PCs out there, namely the iMac's newest high-end rival in the $2,999, £2,999, AU $4,699, especially the 27-incher. Naturally, you'll find plenty of options cheaper than this, but chances are they won't have as powerful components or as high-quality accessories. You can pick up any of the 2017 iMac models now directly through Apple's website or other online retailers, like Amazon. Not much, if anything, has changed about the iMac's look and feel these past few years. That's not necessarily a bad thing, as this brushed aluminum all-in-one is simply sublime to behold. However, a few persisting design choices, not to mention its overall design in the face of new rivals, give us a bit of pause. That said, there's something still wholly iconic about the iMac silhouette that's made it a staple of offices, home and otherwise, in movies and TV for years. Its simple yet elegant appearance manages to be both striking and avoid getting in the way while you're working. Then, of course, there's the seemingly impossible thinness of the device, considering exactly how much is packed into the display portion of the computer. Literally everything. However, with Microsoft's Surface Studio now on the block, it's tough to ignore just how much thinner and more impressive the iMac could be if Apple just leveraged its learnings from developing computers toward crafting a different kind of iMac base. You know, one that holds all of the computer's guts and ports. Looking at the Surface Studio in the Tech Radar office, and then back at the latest iMac, it's frankly baffling that Apple didn't beat Microsoft to that punch years ago. Despite this, Apple managed to cram all the ports you could ever want or need from an all-in-one computer into the back of this iMac, so kudos. Further to the point, Apple's pursuit of absolute thinness despite cramming all of the iMac's innards behind the display has only led to suffering audio. A total of two stereo speakers rest within both sides of the iMac's bottommost edge, and, while they deliver impressive volume, as a result the narrow chambers deliver highs and mids no better than your average Ultrabook can. That's not cool for a device that takes up as much space as an all-in-one does, no matter how impossibly thin it is. Finally, that magic mouse too simply needs a revamp. It tracks and clicks amazingly, which is wholly unsurprising for the company that inspired everyone else to up their input game years ago. However, the fact that you can't charge this mouse while using it because of where the Lightning charging port is located is simply bananas. Luckily, the included keyboard is just a delight to type on, and the days-long battery life of both input devices are a major plus, considering that you have no other choice but to buy older wired models if wireless isn't your thing. Since Apple's macOS isn't compatible with the majority of normal benchmarks that we run at TechRadar, it's difficult to compare the iMac against the Windows 10-based all-in-one PCs we've reviewed in a comprehensive way. That said, it's clear in the tests that this iMac benefits quite a bit from its 7th-generation Intel Core i5 processor over the Surface Studio's quickly aging 6th-generation chip. To wit, the iMac showed far stronger single-core performance over the Surface Studio as well as moderately better multi-core power in the Geekbench 4 benchmark. However, the fact that Microsoft's all-in-one offers up twice as much graphics RAM as the iMac shows in the numbers, with the former's Cinebench results 20 frames per second, FPS, faster than the latter's, despite its older chip. At any rate, we find the latest iMac to be a strong performer regardless. It handles our normal workloads of dozens of Google Chrome tabs and the Slack chat client, both RAM and processor-hungry apps, with ease, and could likely take on a bit more. While we did bear witness to the spinning beach ball more times than we'd like from a newly opened Mac, it didn't appear frequently enough to the point of it outright being a detraction. No matter how new your computer is, it's not immune to the spinning wheel regardless of color or shape. Our biggest takeaway from using the latest iMac is its simply stunning display. Seriously, if you can swing it, spring for the mid-range 21.5-inch model, because that 4x jump in pixel density, and the better graphics tech behind it, is well worth it. Photos look incredible on the panel and are expertly colored, thanks to its P3 color gamut. That's an important point, because that improved color reproduction affects all ends of the system regardless of the resolution of the content you're viewing. Even videos at 1080p look markedly better because of P3. Sadly, this has made going back to our normal 1080p screens with RGB color a sobering experience. All in all, the 2017 iMac is a fine update to Apple's all-in-one computing platform. For the money, at least for the 12.5-inch model, you're getting a beautiful machine that's more than capable of handling every task you throw at it, from web browsing to photo editing. That said, nothing exists for long in a vacuum. We can't ignore that the iMac seems to have fallen behind the trends of modern all-in-one computers, namely those spearheaded by Microsoft's Surface Studio. Plus, we're not fans of the audio performance, and, while the Magic Mouse 2 is a wonderful mouse to use, the fact that it can't be used while charging is an oversight. At any rate, those seeking a 4K ready, or even a 1080p, all-in-one that's as powerful as it is stylish will find what they're looking for in the 2017 iMac. Despite a few bugbears and an arguably dated design, the average Mac fan, or would-be fan, will find plenty to love about yet another iconic Apple computer.